Did I miss the announcement that the annual Who's Not a Real Witch Hunger Games on Witch Talk has started? Seriously. I just saw a video from one of my mutuals, but I'm not going to post it. That 99% of the witches you see on Witch Talk have never practiced a day in their life, especially those with 100K plus followers. First of all, I will never understand why people come on TikTok and complain about others on TikTok. You're a witch on TikTok complaining about witches on TikTok. Like you're accusing others of being fake on Witch Talk while making TikToks announcing how real you are. It's like getting up on top of a table and screaming how humble you are. So where does 99% come from? Where does 90% come from? Where does any of the percentages come from that people say? In rhetoric, it is called false universalizing. And that is when you make a claim that is so huge, it tries to shut down any argument against it. Now, I don't take stuff like that personally. Again, I'll say it again, my account is not monetized. I have nothing to lose here in terms of followers because I'm not selling anything. I love my followers, but I would be making the same content with or without them. And I've also never felt threatened by witches on this app, whether they are beginners or old brooms, seasoned brooms, or, people with a lot of followers. Their existence does not affect my existence. I also don't feel the need to, again, try and bring others down to convince anybody that I am who I am or what I say I am. Because what somebody else believes about me doesn't make it true. Comments I see a lot about Pinterest witches. I get it. We all know what that means. It's the aesthetic, it's the performance. But if you really think about it, true folk magic was always designed to be repetitive, to be passed down. And Pinterest, in and of itself, is not a made up thing. It is a collective platform where users upload things and the platform itself collects information. It's the same way practices were passed down or collected in grimoires. We're just using a different technology. Just because certain spells or practices, especially with what we see on Pinterest, we see repeated a lot on the app and on Witchy Spaces, is because it should be easily reproduced and teachable and accessible and beginner friendly. I don't agree with every spell I see online. I don't agree with how every spell is conducted. I don't agree with anything I've ever seen on Pinterest. I don't even Pinterest annoys me. I don't even like Pinterest, but it is a place where people can access certain information and take it or leave it, just the same way we do with books. There are tons of books with horrible information as well. Your magic is supposed to be easy. It is supposed to be foundational and safe. So I would argue that Pinterest didn't hurt magic, folk magic. It didn't end it. It actually revitalized it. So if you see seasoned witches or witches with a lot of followings that are sharing practices that maybe you can find on Pinterest, it might be because that is a standard practice. It might be because it is safe for all audiences and new practitioners. Don't have to keep tearing people down to bring ourselves up. And whenever people do that, it is going to invite in the negativity that you put out. It is going to bring it back to you. Be a helper, be a teacher, be a light in this world that is so fucking dark sometimes. Offer something to our community. If you have a problem with other creators or the way other people do things, show people how you would do it. Don't care what other people do or think. None of that matters in your life for you in your grand scheme of things. If you're a witch who only lights a candle once every 3 months, you're still a witch. If you're a witch that does grand rituals every week on a Friday, you're a witch. If your magic is just writing things down or speaking things or planting herbs with intention, you're a witch. Follower count does not matter. It does not make or break a witch. Authenticity does. And again, we do not pull others down to raise ourselves up.